Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt,
and
it is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Costa Curta. Griezmann. Rummenigge. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
And we have our very first corner. Xabi Alonso plays it short. There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, what a pass! Mateus. Oh, what a ball! Rummenigge! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Griezmann. Rummenigge. And it's Forlan. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Bellingham. Mateus. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Rummenigge. Bellingham. Guardiola. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. That looks a cracking ball. And no, that was never going to make it. And now they can clear their lines. Costa Curta. And it's lofted through here. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Gullit. Bellingham. Griezmann. And the first 45 minutes are up. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope.
Decent hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get it? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Hits one! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Stood up well to him there. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Pullet. That is a real chance! It's in!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
The goal scorer for Milan after 64 minutes is...
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
That's been cut out, well played. Defending was strong and firm. Mateus. Rummenigge. Swept, big chance! It's there! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Messi. Rummenigge. And that has been clubbed away. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Griezmann. Rummenigge, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, good-looking ball. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's there to belt it away. That's really well manoeuvred. And Dijk spots it and intercepts. Driving forward. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Leicester kept his eye on it, and he's there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was...
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passing nice and neat. And here's Messi. Great ball, and it's Foden! Big moment! Massive ball!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pedri. Foden. And here's Dembele. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rummenigge. Now it's Messi. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Foden looking to add to his goal, and it's Messi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Foden gets into some space. Paris Saint-Germain have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. And that has been cleared. Hakimi. Climbs up big! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. And here's Messi. And the ball's a good one here. Messi. Griezmann. Rummenigge. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball if he can get there. Mateos. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, it's Dembele. Now it's Foden, and he's searching through. Rummenigge, the man we've all come to watch. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity.
Messi! It's their second corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Rummenigge.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Forlan. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think
Big chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
it's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Vitinha. Pedri. Paris Saint-Germain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Bastoni cuts it out.
The attendance
Serginho.
for this match was
Jim, what are you thinking?
71,649.
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Forlan looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long. So they're running a fine line now.
Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That pass has been well intercepted. Pedri. And it's Dembele. Here's Vitinha. And here's Messi. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Nicked it back promptly. Messi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Dembele. Pedri. And that has put paid to that.
Paris Saint-Germain couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Dembele. It's Dembele.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Dembele. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Dixon. A real chance if he can get through. Oh, that's a key interception.
I think it's time for them to concentrate
There will
on
be
closing
minute
this one
added
out.
Time.
Now it's Forlan. He's shot a goal! He scored! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Pete,
And there goes the final whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Their share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I'm
yeah,
afraid
this
to
look.
tell you.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome
Hello,
to everybody
everybody,
who has
and
joined
welcome
us
to
for this
today's match.
unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Now the finish! Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he was quick to react. Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths, you could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do it.
And Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And it's Conte. Oh, well played, well played. Great chance! And it's a goal!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Guardiola does really well there, he is strong. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Rummenigge. And reclaimed it in a trice. Batistuta. And it's Conte. Conte is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Forlan. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Batistuta. And they're quick to get it back. Guardiola. Griezmann. Rummenigge, a man we've all come to watch.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Adams. And it's Rijkaard. Batistuta. And there is the half-time whistle. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's
And now,
been
to
pulsating
members
and
of the
totally
crowd,
absorbing.
I'd like
We're
to
actually
ask
headed
you
for
to join me
a
in
potential
wishing our
classic if this
birthday
carries
boy
on.
a very
This is
special
insanely good.
birthday. Substitution.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. And Bastoni gets his pass away. Owen. Guardiola. Griezmann. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Conte. Cruyff. And here's Owen. And he's intervened well there. Mateus. No, good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And he's picked out the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he's and again! Oh, taken with style. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Adams. Koundé. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. And it's Conte. Bastoni. Played back in. Forlan. And Mateus. Great ball if he can get there. Oh no, this does not look good. Caceres. Rodri. Rummenigge. Koundé. And that's been won straight back. Here's Rodri. Cruyff. Bastoni. Batistuta. A real chance if he can get through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Griezmann. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a doubt,
everybody,
it is the
and
week's
welcome to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And as you can see, we've already started here. Forlan was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has been cut short. Rafinha. Nakata in acres of space out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. That's a nicely measured pass. Can he put it away? No goals as yet. And it's Forlan. And here's Rafinha. Conte. And here's Shevchenko. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I mean, being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no nonsense, but I really like his technique. And again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Foot in. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Rummenigge.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Mbappe. Guardiola. Messi. And here's Shevchenko. Conte. There's the shot! He's delivered all right!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top draw. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities has a goal! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Bastoni spots it and intercepts. And here's Rafinha. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that interception was riveting. Conte.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe. Hits one! They've done it! Into the lead once more. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well read, nice interception.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Real chance! And that would have won it.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 7, Rafinha. Coming on the field, number 42, Musiala.
Mendy.
Number 14,
Musiala!
number 20.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Forlan. Gabriel makes the interception. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. Nicely worked. Shevchenko. Well, they've got it again. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
He's shifting through the gears here. And now the hit. Good strike, quite an alarm. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. He gets big! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Fulham!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That is a brilliant interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Fulham. Fulham! Oh, belter! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Stoichkov is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Forlan. There's the hit! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Forlan really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
And it's Stoichkov. Stoichkov has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Stoichkov delivers. And Stoichkov! He's missed, but not by that far.
Stoichkov certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Oh, that's a key interception. Half an hour played now. That's been cut out, well played. It's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Nunez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. And he's had a hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
Davids put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Now it's Forlan. It's Forlan! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, and it's such a good effort. Maybe the target really should have been hit.
That's been intercepted. And he thumps it clear. He could be in here. And it's Cruyff. And the shot! And one more try! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Nunez! Messi. Shifted upfield. And it's half-time here. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Coming on the field.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Number 7.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, it's Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Out again for a throw-in. Mateus, Griezmann, fires it in, Rummenigge! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Team still separated by the game's only goal. Forlan. It's Forlan! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Forlan is offering a right smile there.
Guardiola clears it away. Mateus. Dixon.
The attendance
And
for this
now
match
a sudden
was
chance to counter.
71,550.
Foot in. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Batistuta. It's beautifully weighted. Cross is just off target.
Santos are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Batistuta. He's had a hit! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Johan Cruyff.
Final checks on the
Number
touchline.
14,
A change about to
Schneider.
occur.
Number 26.
And that has added a whole new
Davis.
complexion to the
Coming
game.
on the field.
Well, this is to be
Number
expected,
10,
Peter. When you've got
Messi.
two strong teams of
Number
fairly
11,
equal standing, the
Neymar.
outcome should all
Number
come down to
5,
finishing.
Bellingham.
Casillas getting this one clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Rummenigge. And that's caused a worry or two.
Rummenigge just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
In with the challenge.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. That's that, the end. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Forlan taking in the action. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello, everybody,
Without a
and
doubt, it is the
welcome to
week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bayer Leverkusen with the corner, there first. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And now they can clear their lines. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Perisic spots it and intercepts. So it is still 0-0. And it's Forlan. That's a good ball out wide. It's Forlan. Works it forward, and he was quick to react. Spread neatly. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. And he's there to... Oh, what has happened here? Opts to play it back. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rummenigge. And it's Perisic. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, this looks sharp. Bayer Leverkusen have it back and can go again. Forlan. Rummenigge. Either side giving way. It has been tight. And it's Perisic. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Palmer cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And the counter is on. But... And the half-time whistle goes. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
This is a lost children's
Reflections on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Messi. Guardiola. And here's Forlan. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's there to get it away. And it's Guardiola. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Rummenigge.
The
it's
attendance
ball
for
out.
this match was 70,000.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bayer Leverkusen are looking to break at pace. That is lovely. Oh, that was vital.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
He's through here, and it's full on! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's a mighty effort! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
João Neves cuts out the pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Kimmich. Lobbed in behind. Terrific header! Now, who's going to be first to this? He can get that clear.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. The action has already started. And he welcomes it in. He's got to goal! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. De Bruyne, and there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a lovely, neat pass. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Can he get it through? Quarter of an hour played. Is there any support? Can he finish? It's a loose ball, and the keeper couldn't hold it. They want to be quick to recover this. It's Forlan. And it's De Bruyne.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rummenigge. That has been cut short. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rummenigge. Messi. Cafu puts his foot on the gas. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pinch one through. Oh, well played. Casillas getting this one clear. And it's Forlan. Rummenigge. Driving on and... Rummenigge! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Kante gets over and intercepts. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Adams.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Messi. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He can run onto that. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Rummenigge, a true great in every sense of the... And the first 45 minutes are up. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rummenigge! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rummenigge. Now it's Forlan. And he's quick to get it clear again. And he's quick to snatch it back. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Hoisted in. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Adams cuts it out. De Bruyne looking to penetrate opposition lines. Quality ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And here's Forlan. Oh, what a ball is in here! Ter Stegen gets good distance on it.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get...
It's on! They've done it! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Haaland is onto this, and it's corner. And now they can spring out of defence. That looks a good ball through. It's Forlan! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
And he could have eased the pressure on his team by taking them within one of an equaliser.
He's in, surely! Oh, can he put it away? Strips it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Mateus. And it's Forlan. And here's Griezmann. Forlan.
2 added minutes has been
Time
indicated.
added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, super find. And he's gone looking for safety. And that will be it. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Pinches it off him. (26th of May 2005, Istanbul, and one of the most famous of all famous comebacks in football. And this man was its catalyst.
Well, come to think of it, Peter, he has a fair share of famous comebacks over his career, but if you think context, this has to be it.
3-0 and the shot! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That has been cut short. Serginho fiddles it through, and the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Dumfries is looking to influence the game from out wide. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good spread. Oh, that was vital.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Forlan. And it's Forlan. That is good alertness. Gerrard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Back into the middle. Gerrard.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
It's Gerrard! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Rummenigge. Messi. He's had it taken off him. Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Forlan. Forlan! He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Beckenbauer gets it clear. Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's really well manoeuvred. And the ball is out of play. And there's the end of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Some first-half thoughts?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Eto'o is onto it. Tries a shot! It's oh, he's been in. He goes again. And we have our very first corner. Gerrard goes short. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, that's hits one! Goal!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And that is a little undercooked. Rummenigge. Now it's Forlan. Mateus. Decent hit! He can get that clear.
This match was 71,898.
Messi opts to play it back. Mateus.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. Mbappe! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager scream to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Eto'o. That is a great pick out. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bellingham. Now it's Kante. And he's being shifted off it. Mbappe! Messi. And it's Griezmann. Adams. Now it's Forlan. Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, here's a chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again. Simple as.
Passes short and sharp. It's Forlan! And that is wildly off target. Guardiola kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kante kept his eye on it, and he's there. 4 added minutes on the board. Bellingham turns and goes back. He's going for goal! And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, there was a time when broken metatarsals became an integral part of the story surrounding England's bid to conquer the world, and this man suffered that fate back in 2002. And it was a major national trauma at the time.
It was, but such was the presence and influence of David Beckham because of what he did in qualifying for the tournament too, Peter. Captain, talisman, and I'm sure the whole country breathed a sigh of relief when he made the squad.
And without him, we wouldn't have had that dramatic Argentina game.
Yeah, and I guess it was appropriate that it was he who led England through to the knockout stages too.
And here's Messi. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's played forward. Guardiola. Rummenigge.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Rummenigge. And it's lofted through here. Mateus. He's a sharp little ball here. He has found a way through. Mateus. Mateus, chance for the header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pedri. Now it's Messi. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And it's Forlan. Messi. No, that was never going to make it. He's gone forward. Odo. Oh, that's well spotted. Rummenigge. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And it's Beckham. Beckham. Oh no, the big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Guardiola. To Messi.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Messi. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score, Mateus! And here's Griezmann. Nice ball, and he's in here. Rummenigge. Over to the left.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Beckham. That's a fabulous ball. Deftly away. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. And that's been won straight back. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he thumps it clear. Mateus. Forlan. Rummenigge. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0.
The attendance
Gordon.
for this match was
So we've reached the hour mark.
70,987.
Chips it through. It's out for a goal kick. Gordon. Pedri. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
And it's Messi. He's got two! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
17, Gordon. Coming on to replace him is number 4, Mbappe.
Now it's Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Gets his head to it. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Some really good ball movement. There's the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Number 7, McAllister. Coming on the field is number 24, Fletcher.
Messi.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Now it's Forlan. It's anyone's ball now.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Substitution on the field, number 14, Messi. Coming on to replace
Well, they
him
shouldn't be
is
dawdling at this stage. They
number
need to get the
22,
ball in the mixer
Hiroshi
and quickly.
Nakata.
Rummenigge. Nakata.
4
Rummenigge
added minutes has been
succumbs to the
indicated.
pressure. It's Forlan. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. Triol kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rummenigge. Triol. And that's that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is, and nobody in the atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. There's Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? It's a lovely, neat pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Griezmann. Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they're back on the ball again. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Messi. Adams does well to get it back. David Villa. And the finish! And it's a goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Too much on it, and that's for keepers. And he was quick to react. Adams gets across to intercept that. Messi. Adams.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Chance for the header! They've scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made it.
It's Forlan! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Forlan really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. What a throw in. Kante tries making a foray down the right. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Forlan, can he put it away? It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Rummenigge. And there's the end of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reached the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's for Forlan! And that's caused a worry or two. Rummenigge. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Chance to finish! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Messi. Mateus. Forlan. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And he gets rid in a hurry.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again. It's full on! And it's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the lead now, Pedri! Really well taken goal. But within one, they have them in their sights again. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rummenigge. Messi. David Villa. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now it's Messi. That is a great pick out. And that is masterful defending. And that was very necessary. Pedri. And the referee brings it to a close. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a doubt,
everybody,
it is the
and
week's
welcome
most
to today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now that looks a decent ball. Casillas, will they claim to that? Deco. Jordi Alba. Adams spots it and intercepts. And here's Neymar. Aims beyond the defence. And that has been clubbed away.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And it's Messi. Belletti. And here's Neymar. Neymar! They want to be quick to recover. And he's had a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pedri. Great chance! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Pedri simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
No, that's been intercepted. Messi. He's in space and looking for options. And he's quick to get it clear again. Nicked it back promptly. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive.
And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Deco. It's Forlan. Jordi Alba. Look at the space. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona!
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Koundé. Good running, strong and purposeful. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's a very decent ball, Matt. Pedri! Oh, just over.
Oh, and it's such a good effort. And maybe the target really should have been hit.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Jordi Alba. Some resolute defending there. And it's half-time here. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mateus. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And it's Belletti. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
The attendance for this
Rummenigge.
match was
Now it's Forlan. I wouldn't
71,550.
fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Always onto this. And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Mateus. Well, that's well seen too.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Puyol. Busquets. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Messi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Griezmann. Strong running down that left flank. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Belletti. Very nicely done. And it's Deco. That is lovely. And here's Neymar. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much
Hello,
riding on it,
everybody, and
but
welcome
it
to
is
today's
equally
match.
clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. Now it's Forlan. Now who's going to be first to this? Kante gets a foot in here. Rummenigge. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van de Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt his career. But there's nobody really capable of outrunning him.
Okay, interesting. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Van de Ven gets it away. And that's been won straight back. Kaká. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Casemiro, a player who needs no introduction. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Forlan, and it's Griezmann. And the ball's a good one here. And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's Forlan! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. The counter is on for Portugal. A real chance if he can get through. Costa Curta is there, and he can get that clear. And he's on his way! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rummenigge. Shot a goal! He's delivered all right! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Forlan. Forlan! Chance! And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And the shot! Conte. Kaká. Batistuta. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that has been clubbed away. Rummenigge. Can he finish? He scored! They are right back in business.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Portugal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Chance to shoot now. Mateus. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Forlan. Kaka. Oh, he's found support out wide. Batistuta gets into some space. Messi. Rummenigge, a man we've all come to watch. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
He's through here. Casillas can pick that up. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Dixon. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find